What's going on out there? YouTube land, love them knives here. And we've got the G704 from Ganzo. That came in recently and it's crossbar lock. It's 440C steel. It's interesting they're still using that when they've really done most of their production in the last 8 or 9 years in D2. But 440, you know, if you remember back into the 1980s, 440C was a deal. You know, it was a nice stainless. There were custom makers using 440C for the machinability and that kind of thing. But it's not so much in favored status now. But this is a $23 knife on Amazon. Okay, so it's nice G10. It fit and finish is nice. They function very well. So I like it. And let's take a little closer look at the 704. Plus I pulled out some of my other Ganzo knives just to take a look at quick. All right, let's talk about the Ganzo. The Ganzo G704B BK, okay, Firebird. And you can find this on Amazon. $23.99 I think is the price on this. And so this one's kind of nice. It's got a thumb ramp here. And take a look at the blade. G10. You can get this in green. Okay, so, and that's like a separate listing from the black one. For some reason, usually they do a listing and then you can choose your color in the same listing, but I don't know. But here it is. You know, I'm not terribly excited about the pocket clip, but it functions, and it's reversible. So, I mean, that's good. And you got your standoffs, and they're big old dogs, aren't they? And then, of course, your skeletonized liners are in here, and they're proud liners, so they show they're thick, it's tough. It's very structural. Crossbar lock with Omega springs on it, okay? And, you know, when I first got this, what was really strange is it would not drop. It wasn't dropping like that. And I go, what's the deal? I mean, even if it's just washers, which it probably is, that shouldn't matter. I mean, you know, Benchmade knives that don't necessarily have bearings on them, or a lot of them, and they you know, they're very flickable too. And what I finally, I loosened this a little bit. No help. Tighten it back up, loosen this a little bit, loosen both of them, nothing. Then I realized here, see this piece you got here? If you tighten this, it will stop this from being drop shutty. So if you get one of these and they are not, I mean, you go like this and it just sits there, it won't move. Loosen this just a tad, it won't take much. And then you can, if that doesn't do the trick, then you could do something here. But I'll guarantee you it's probably this, it's too tight. And so now, no problem, right? It just flicks open, flicks closed, and, you know, it drops right down. Just like that. You see that kind of put itself away, didn't it? Like that. So now, is it centered though still? Yes, it is. And is there any play in this? And no, there's not. So 440C, what do you think? I mean, a lot of people are very critical and they're almost angry. You know, 440C, I don't want anything to do with that. And if you don't, that's fine, don't buy it. But at the time, back in the 1980s, this was highly regarded, nice stainless, very functional, a good budget steel. You're paying $23 for the knife. Okay, the entire knife, not just part of it. You're getting the whole damn thing. And you know what? It's sharp out of the box. The fit and finish is pretty decent. Those standoffs are tough. Now, would it be nice if it was a, you know, deep carry clip? Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't define the knife, right? A lot of people don't like deep carry because they want to be able to grab this and pull it out. And if you got a deep carry, it's all the way up here, you know, that kind of thing. So I get that, although I still do prefer deep carry. but at least it goes right and left hand side. So that's good. It's functional. It's springy enough, but not too springy. So it should be pretty good at holding onto the pocket. It's a full-size knife. It's almost 8 inches overall length, but it's not quite. And I don't know that it's quite 3.5. It's not really, is it? It's 3.35, something like that, at what? 87 millimeters, and then overall length is 17.8. Whoop, 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 whoop. Not 17, dumbass. It's 7 and 3/4 inches, a little bit more than that, maybe 7.8 inches at 19 point something, if we can get the tape to stay. Yeah, 19.8 centimeters. So not quite 20 centimeters. Okay, not quite 8 inches overall length, but basically a full-size knife. And here we go with the blade thickness is 3.5 millimeters, which is, that's pretty hardy stuff these days. 13.9 at 0.54. So, I mean, most of the blade steel thickness that I'm seeing on a lot of knives is 2.6 to maybe 3.0 millimeters, but this is 3.5. So this is heavier than most, but it's about the same thickness as my Spyderco paramilitary. Okay, so about the exact same thickness blade steel, but I mean, the blade steels have been running a lot thinner these days. But this thing's sharp out of the box. It's got a coated blade. It's already a stainless, so I mean, it should be well protected in that regard. The ergos are great. I mean, for me at least, and really there's nothing severe going on here, so it should be pretty comfortable in the hand. Reverse grip is very comfortable indeed. Yeah, but I'll guarantee it's not a lightweight because how thick it is, and you got proud liners that have thickness to them. You have these textured scales, and G10 has some weight to it as well. So yeah, it's going to do that. Ounces wise, yeah, 4.8. Okay, so it's not exactly a 3 ounce or whatever knife. 4.8 is approaching 5 ounces. That's some stuff. And grams is 136. So when you are at 100 grams and below, that's a pretty lightweight knife. But 136, that's a middleweight contender. It's not a heavyweight, but it's, you know, it's middleweight. But you know what? This is really a knife I think you could use as a fairly stout type of cutting instrument because of the thickness of the blade stock. I mean, this is something you can, you know, it feels like it's full size in the hand. The ergos are good. You got a little cutaway here. It shouldn't be difficult to sharpen or strop, so there's that. And you got ambidextrous thumb studs, and it looks like they are possibly removable if you want that to happen. But overall, the fit and the finish seems really nice. I mean, there's no gotchas, there's no sharp points here. And, you know, 10 years ago when I was looking at budget knives, that was a concern, right? But really in the you know, recent times, they've all been pretty good about the fit and finish issues here. So I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, all in all, it's good, but it's got some heft here. It's not like my Spyderco paramilitary. That's a 0.46. This is a 0.54. It's definitely thicker across there, which gives you a good handful in that regard. So piercing, slicing, I mean, the plunge looks symmetrical, everything about it, it feels fine. I was looking for my little tan Ganzo that I've had for about 10 years, and I don't know, I saw it about 5 months ago in passing, and then it's gone again. It's in a drawer somewhere. But, oh, I thought I would show you some other Ganzos that I do have in my little Ganzo box. And this is a 768, and this is a black as well. And this is also a crossbar lock, all right? And this one is D2. So we're getting back into the D2s. This is a deep carry pocket clip as well. Nothing fancy on this as far as they're not number 8, you know, hardware on here, screws, but it does have a little cover plate for reversing. And this one feels good. It feels good. So there's that. And then here is the 769, okay? Now, this one is not a crossbar lock. It's a liner lock. And it's got a nice big flat grind. And is this D2 as well? Yeah, this is D2, right? So that fits in the hand pretty good. Pretty full-size knife there. And that's a nice look, isn't it? And it's got plenty of texture here. There's your lockup. That's pretty sturdy. That's 35%. It drops. Got bearings on it. Oh man, that's just fine. And so next, this looks like this to a degree, but it's very different because it's a liner lock. And this is in D2. It's the G770. Deep carry pocket clip, proud liners, lockup is about 25 to 30%. You can tell it's got a ceramic detemp ball in here. And skeletonized liners, pretty good size knife here. Really nice drop to it. And these knives are just so inexpensive. So if you want just a user knife, or you want to just give a knife to somebody who's not really an enthusiast, but they want to carry a knife, they need to use a knife, whatever, then this is one that they can beat up, resharpen, beat up again, and they'll hold up pretty damn well. I mean, like I have my little brown one for like 10 years. Never had any problem with it. And then this is the FH926. Now, I liked it so much, I got a green one. Isn't that nice? This is really interesting because this is a very muted flipper tab, canted way forward on here. It's a button lock as well. So here it is. And you really, it doesn't let you see. Okay, there it is down there. You can see the button. So you can kind of tell what the lockup is. And that's pretty heavy in there, isn't it? That's probably, what, 35 to 40% lockup on there? Let me look at where it locks it up at. It's right in there. So it's hidden. It's not easy to see. It feels strong. No problem there. You know, it's skeletonized liners, proud liners too. And pocket clip looks like titanium, doesn't it? But it's really steel. Amazing. Not reversible though. Interesting. Thumb ramp. The kind of blade comes out here. It's a kind of funky, weird, maybe interesting actually. But it's, look at that. Just boom. Yeah, you can do that. Or you can just push the button and flick it out because it's manual. And here it is. No access to that. But you can get it from the backside, which means it's probably a captured pivot of some sort. With bearings, of course, like that. So, and I got it in green too. I think this is one of the most interesting new ones that they've done. And so once again, that is the 926. You might want to check that out. It's kind of really flowing with the modern knives in terms of, you know, button lock and all that kind of stuff. It's really nice. And of course, it's D2. So good user steel, good blade, interesting, that kind of thing. So that's kind of my wrap up. There's 6 knives I've got in my Ganzo box now. I had 7. I gave one away the other day to a nephew of mine who lives in Colorado. He was out visiting. And so I gave him a Ganzo because, you know what? He's not a knife enthusiast, but he gets out into the forests and the mountains and stuff, right? He's one of those, when he went to college, some kind of biology, something, resources major or something. So he loves it out in the mountains and all that kind of stuff, so I handed him a Ganzo. And that'll be a good user knife for him. So this is officially about the 740. 740, though, isn't a bad looking design, is it? With this thumb ramp thing going on and stuff. And here's this one with kind of a thumb ramp going on as well, but a different kind of grind to it. So take your pick. I mean, but Ganzo just has so many interesting knives out. If you've never given them a try, it costs you almost nothing to do so. Carry it, beat it, whatever. Throw one in your glove compartment or whatever, that kind of thing. I like them though. I'll put the link down to the Amazon thing, but I think they got a Amazon Ganzo store, so you can go in there, see what they got, and do what you want to do. Sometimes they have discounts and stuff. Click this box for 10% or $5 off or whatever, that kind of thing. And have at it if you want. That's fine. I like them. It's nice to have some around. They make great gifts and they're not expensive, but they're a good user knife. Nothing to be ashamed of there. All right. Links below. And you guys, stay sharp.